Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming Channel. We're going to be continuing our Let's Play series through Final Fantasy XVI. We left off, we were on our way back to the hideaway to complete our main and secondary objective.
Where's Gav?
Oh, it teleports us to the top of the bridge, which, to the top of the lift, which is very helpful. Thought I was going to have to come up and down every single time I wanted to visit.
Finish with that log, so...
Secondary first.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
The name of this mission is quite interesting, do have to say. So finally get an upgrade to just the straight attack gear that we've been using. Any other side missions? Doesn't look like it. Do have 3 little nodes to go look at though.
That broom's as ragged as...
I don't really know if there's a point to looking at this every time,
And how may I assist you today?
because it feels like it just
How may I
updates
help
every
you
time
today?
we do anything.
One must understand one's place in the world.
This kind of just tells us, you know,
Thus ends
what's
today's
going
lesson.
on at the time.
So Martha's all right.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Oracle,
alright to touch
playing
him.
with the kids. Aww. 2 lovebirds.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mothercrystals.
Everyone looked up and was like, "Aw, shit."
4 Mothercrystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Auldhyl who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
He's just figuring out that we're at Rosfield. Is that the bounty board? I guess that tells us about Otto's counter. Alien reports the Patron's Whisper and the Hunt board. Okay. Something new to check out. Got a new side mission all the way over there. Hey, big guy. It's been a while. Haven't seen you around.
Long now, Martel. See, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died. And now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
So that was the assistant that we went and saved.
Did you come through the forge today?
Everything's in this one little location.
That room's as ragged as...
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martell.
Martell. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, made Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Yeah, make me go all the way back there.
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe.
Oh, how are you doing? Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? is everything we've received and everything promised.
Completing side quests will earn renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to the cause. Okay, cool. Okay.
All yours. Here you are. All done?
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
So cute.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
I already did this one. Oh. So this just tells us where they are, and then we have to go find them. The Broken Hilt Rosaria. Let me write this down so I can easier find these things. Right. All right. Wish that would have been something we could just like pick up and then would tell us.
Here for another of my lectures.
It's like an objective mission.
Allow me
but...
to educate you. One must understand one's place in the world.
Guess this isn't too bad.
Them old apples weren't off to go.
That broom's as ragged as goat's locks.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Yeah, there's a wyvern there that I'm gonna go take care of. Is that what you're talking about?
What do you need? What do you want? And?
Picked up a pinion from Ambrosia. Curious if that's where it we used it. Make a new weapon.
It's not
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martell lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martell. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Alright, let's see. Let's look at our abilities. Create our limit break. Yeah. Even though I have yet to use it because I keep forgetting it even exists. Not gonna let us go many places, huh? So one of these is in Clearview. In Sunbreak. So somewhere in this area. And the other one is in Rosaria. The Broken Hilt. Somewhere in this area. So, guess we'll maybe find the second one here. Was the Drake.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
All right. Let's see. So, the Broken Hilt is where this thing was. let me? I do have an obelisk down here. Nice. Even though we couldn't travel to different obelisks outside the map, it let us do it once we were in here. Just kick my desk. Trying to rearrange. Is he gonna be over here? Probably, huh? Spit poison at me. There he is. All right, big boy. Yeah, for me. Belfriger.
A wild wyvern. Secretary.
Ooh. So close. There we go.
Oh, there aren't any more of them.
After what the Empire did to Mothercrystals,
Stay sharp.
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Thanks very much. That all, is it?
Alright, so... Not the button I meant to press. That's not the button I meant to press either, obviously. Maybe, I don't know. There, okay. That was the button I meant to press. Need to... I don't really use the stone skins, so add a shortcut here. So we just got healing elixirs, period.
Well, can't exactly leave old Martha in the lurch after everything she's done.
Which could probably use one right now.
How do? There you go. Much obliged.
Alright. Now we're fully stocked up. The mark is dead. Go back over here. Now, even though there's hardly any point to it, I still like to explore everything. So we're gonna go exploring first before we head over here. I am gonna go to the right and kind of skirt the mission objective. The right button.
Time to fight.
But I didn't have the right icon selected.
Stay down.
Nope. Almost used the potion. Good thing I'm at full health. Double goblin coin.
Time to fight.
I like to stay in Phoenix when we're turning around. It makes getting to enemies much easier. Oh, that's right. We could summon Ambrosia.
Let's go. Yeah.
What if we saw Torgal just like on the back of a chocobo? Get off, please. You gotta hold it, okay. That was some good freaking stagger damage.
Nice try. Too slow.
The goblin coins are nice from killing the bluebirds. Good amount of gil. I wish I didn't have to kill all the other chocobo that were with them. That was in a very inconspicuous location. I was fighting a bunch of other things. Can you get out of that as well?
Come on, too slow.
I will say that it does make it insanely hard to see. And it is really more of a crowd control ability. It is not good for just like single target fighting. So there's an item up here that we can see. could see it whenever we were on the ledge over there.
I needed that. This might take a while. You're finished.
Damn it. Using potions instead of freaking using Auldhyl's abilities. Another item over there.
You're finished.
And that's what I feel like that ability is good for. You just use it and then spam heavy magic attacks. Alright, so we can't get in there currently. Can't get over to here where this is.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Nothing up here. Ooh. Oh, come on. Guessing there will be another thing later where it's like marker objective finding instead of just like bounty hunting.
There. To the south. That's where we're headed.
You can just make out the castle from here as well.
And yet it's a world away.
Alright, so I think we got this group of hornets, and I think there's a group of the plants, and then hollow plants with exploring.
Auldhyl, kill! It's over.
A group of plants right here. Alright. Leads us right to the front door.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Black shield.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Yeah, you're gonna have my cooperation of my sword in your back.
Business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard. You the first time.
Speak with several of the villagers. Goblin coin. Nice. Man, there's a lot of chests in this little town. Another goblin coin. Nice. Alright, let's see what the merchant has. Restock on our potions,
stranger.
sell our... That's not bad. Ah, I had used an
You won't be disappointed.
elixir.
There you are. Much obliged. You won't be disappointed.
Ugh. God, that was an expensive misclick.
Keep to the roads now.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble.
There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to figure.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire?
Your uncle.
A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Alright, I think we got everything here.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apology, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mothercrystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
We can go either way. I'll go right first. Gorgo did some serious damage there. Keep going to the next intersection, and then we'll take a left and go look around on the other side. Very nice. That was a good chest. Ooh. Hello, Black Shield.
More of my mother's men.
Now, what is this?
All yours, Torgal. Get him.
Why did y'all not activate while I was fighting the other things?
Stay down. You're finished.
Bull's Horn Braid. Okay, one thing I want to look at. I don't think I like having aerial blast on. So, if we're not gonna have aerial blast, are we going back to gouge? Man, gouge just feels bad. Guess I'm going back to gouge. Increase lunge damage by 5%. I don't even want to buff this. I don't really like it at all. I think I'm gonna save for Judgment Bolts. So 2300, 2000 for the next limit break also. I think we'll probably call it for this episode once we reach this next town and deal with it. Level up. What? We went to that town already. Why do we need to come this way? Alright, we're gonna have a fight on this bridge. Feel like it kind of forced us here, so. Ooh, blood. Lots of blood.
Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel.
Happily.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true Slaughterhouse
Alright. Where's he at? Caster boy. You're literally right here. Just target him already. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Don't really care for Gauss much, but
Stay down.
maybe we'll think about raising one of the other icons' abilities that we like a little bit more, and that way we can just replace it on Garuda. Like if we master it, we can put it on any icon.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Auldhyl. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Auldhyl's gates.
Then we hurry.
Why are you slow walking, Clive?
Find something, boy. Death.
Oh, found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Oh, there's a lot to explore here. Demon Tamer Sash. I already have a Demon Tamer Sash. I guess if you didn't find it before, then there you go. It's a boat ramp. Man, they literally killed everyone in this town. Alright. I feel like we have quite a ways to go. There's still a big open area here. And we still have... I mean, we're an hour, 10 minutes in. I feel like this is a good place to stop. So, think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope everyone's enjoying this playthrough of Final Fantasy 16. If you are, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.